Good morning, and a warm welcome to your show, Sunny Mornings in La Jolla. I'm your host, Melissa, and it's Thursday, May 21st. You'll be interested to know. 99 years ago, today, in 1927, Charles Lindbergh flew solo nonstop across the Atlantic in his single-engine Spirit of St. Louis, landing in Paris after an unprecedented transoceanic flight. His daring achievement demonstrated the potential of aviation for long-distance travel and inspired public confidence in commercial flight and technological progress. So now you know. And now, it's time for the Surf Report. Thursday in La Jolla. This morning it's looking clean with 2 to 3 plus feet, waves rolling in from the west-northwest. Conditions stay fair until about noon, when they shift to choppy as the wind comes onshore at 8 miles per hour. Expect the swell to shift more southwest through the day, with wind increasing to 10 miles per hour by 2 p.m. Best time to ride is at 7 a.m. with a 0-foot outgoing low tide, when the west-northwest swell is 2 feet at 12 seconds, and the sideshore wind is 4 miles per hour. The nearshore buoy in Scripps in La Jolla reads 70 degrees for the water temperature. Friday offers 2 to 3 feet of clean surf early, but conditions become choppy by afternoon as winds pick up. Saturday sees similar sizes, with fair conditions in the morning turning choppy by midday due to increasing winds. Sunday builds to 3 plus feet with fair conditions early, providing the best opportunity for surfers before winds create chop in the afternoon. This morning, there's patchy fog, and it feels like 65 degrees with 5 mile per hour wind. The sunset will take place at 7:48, and it will rise again tomorrow at 5:45. It looks like we're in for some patchy fog early today, clearing by mid-morning with mostly sunny skies and a high near 68, accompanied by a light southwest breeze around 8 miles per hour. If you're inland, it will hit a high of 72. Tonight, expect patchy fog after 11, mostly cloudy skies, with a low around 61 and calm winds around 4 miles per hour. Looking ahead in the weather. Friday will start with patchy fog before 11 a.m., then turn partly sunny, with a high near 66 and a light southwest breeze up to 10 miles per hour. Saturday and Sunday remain mostly sunny, with highs near 65 and nights in the upper 50s. Bonjour, food enthusiasts. This podcast is brought to you by Versailles Cafe and Pastries in Encinitas. Nestled on El Camino Real South, just north of Encinitas Boulevard, this cafe is a haven for culinary delights. Indulge in their amazing Eggs Benedict or their gluten-free crepes. You can grab a panini for lunch or just breeze on through to get your morning coffee. They are open every day from 8 to 5. So stop on by and don't forget to tell them Sunny Morning sent you. In local news, firefighters are currently battling the Tusil Fire in Campo, which has grown to 820 acres and is 55% contained as of Wednesday afternoon. An active smoke advisory is in effect for southeast San Diego County, particularly around Campo, where dark plumes of smoke are visible over Interstate 8. The evacuation point is located at Golden Acorn Casino, 1800 Golden Acorn Way, and some evacuation orders have been downgraded to warnings. Residents are urged to stay alert, as conditions can change rapidly. Alternate routes are advised due to ongoing closures on the number 2 lane of both directions on Interstate 8. Now on to sports. LeBron James is reportedly unlikely to accept a minimum salary, which affects some suitors more than others. Even at 41 years old, James will command a significant salary, potentially eliminating several teams from contention. The idea of LeBron James playing for a minimum salary seemed like a fantasy for most of his career. While he is worth much more, his age and desire to contend for a championship complicate matters. Teams capable of competing typically do not have the funds available to pay him appropriately. James is the highest-paid player in National Basketball Association history and has earned substantial amounts off the court. Though anything he earns now is pocket change by his standards, interested parties should not expect a discount. Insider Jake Fisher stated that James taking a minimum salary does not sound like that is actually in the cards at all. James has not taken a substantial pay cut since leaving the Miami Heat in 2014. For some suitors, this news is mildly disappointing, while for others, it removes them from serious contention for James's services. The New York Knicks and Denver Nuggets likely cannot afford him, as both teams are near their salary limits. The Golden State Warriors and Cleveland Cavaliers have challenging paths to securing him, exploring sign-and-trade options to create salary space. If money is a significant factor, the Los Angeles Clippers have a potential path to $28 million in cap space in James' current market. The Los Angeles Lakers hold the advantage, with full bird rights allowing them to pay James up to the maximum amount. How they'll allocate their potential $48 million in cap space remains uncertain, but it will dictate their ability to retain him. In a perfect world, the Lakers would have liked to keep James at a discount, but it seems they will need to invest real financial resources to do so. In local sports, the Padres are looking to bounce back after dropping the last two to the Dodgers. San Diego fell 4-3 at Petco last night, managing just 3 hits in the shutout loss. Randy Vasquez took the loss, allowing 3 earned runs over 4 1/3 innings. Well, here's the good news. The Friars sit at 29-19, still 6 games over 500, and they've shown real resilience with a 6-4 record their last 10 games. Tomorrow night at 6:40, they host Oakland in the opener of a 3-game series. Walker Buehler takes the mound for the home team against Jeffrey Springs. This is a chance for San Diego to reset at Petco and get back to winning baseball. Meanwhile, San Diego FC continues their Western Conference push. The Whitecaps come to Snapdragon on Saturday night at 6:30. San Diego sits 10th in the West, 2 points outside the playoff cut with 17 points from 14 games. Vancouver arrives as conference leaders with 29 points. Marcus Ingvartsen has been red hot. He's scored in 3 of his last 4 matches, so expect plenty of attacking quality on the pitch with Brian White, adding firepower for the visitors. In top news, Elon Musk-led SpaceX has filed publicly for a stock listing amid its ambitions in artificial intelligence. The company is seeking a valuation of $1 trillion. On Wednesday, SpaceX filed for an initial public offering, paving the way for one of the most highly anticipated listings of the year. This move would subject the privately held company to new scrutiny from public investors and regulators. Founded in 2002, SpaceX builds and operates spacecraft, including thousands of satellites for its Starlink internet service. Musk confirmed SpaceX's IPO plans for 2026 and its pursuit of a $1 trillion valuation on his social platform X. In business news, Vox's sale marks the end of an era for a once booming form of digital media. Here's how it all came undone. Companies like BuzzFeed, Vice, and Vox were once valued at billions of dollars, but shifting audiences and declines in advertising have sent their values plummeting. For digital media companies that relied on social media buzz and venture capital hype, the rise was rapid, and the fall just as swift. 10 years ago, companies like Vox Media, BuzzFeed, and Vice attracted major investment with valuations topping $1 billion, placing them in a rarefied space in an industry where fortunes were largely declining. In crypto movement, Bitcoin is up 1% to $78,000. Ethereum is up 1% to just over 2,000. And XRP is up 1% to $1.38. Moving on to a more local vibe. In our community spotlight on health and wellness, we are working with a national Pilates studio to bring you some free classes, so listen up. Check out Club Pilates, with several locations in the San Diego area. Pilates presents a comprehensive wellness approach, cultivating strength, reducing tension, and elevating mental well-being. Scientific research affirms its benefits. So now you can check out Club Pilates for a free class, with locations in Encinitas, Solana Beach, Oceanside, La Jolla, and more. Just be sure to tell them Sunny Morning sent you by. And now, back to the show. Let's talk tech. Anthropic has announced that it is set to achieve its first profitable quarter, with plans to more than double revenue to around $10.9 billion in its second quarter. The company is expected to deliver an operating profit for the first time, according to the Wall Street Journal. This significant milestone puts it in a favorable position against its chief competitor, OpenAI. However, profitability may not be sustained throughout the year due to substantial compute costs. The startup has gained popularity, particularly with its chatbot, Claude, and is diversifying its customer base. This announcement coincides with news of OpenAI's potential initial public offering. And in entertainment news, Jeff Probst accidentally revealed the winner and loser of the Survivor 50 fire-making competition, which determines who makes it to the final three before the segment aired. During Wednesday night's finale, Aubrey Bracco won the final immunity challenge and chose to send Riza Vlahovic and Jonathan Young to the fire-making competition. After CBS aired footage of her decision, the episode mistakenly cut to Jeff Probst on stage in front of a live studio audience in Los Angeles. Probst announced that Vlahovic was the last member of the season 50 jury, noticing the confused reactions from the audience. Siri Fields, a fan-favorite contestant, awkwardly reminded him that fire-making had not been shown before the commercial break. Probst humorously addressed the mishap, saying, "I love live television." Well, alrighty folks, it's time for the quote of the day. And today, our quote comes from the American aviator and author, Anne Morrow Lindbergh. And she said, "To fly as fast as thought, to anywhere that is not a dream, but a possibility, for aviation has shown us that the sky is not the limit." And that's a wrap for this morning. You can check out our Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok for some captivating aerial videos with local news and the surf reports. Have an amazing day, my good friends. We'll see you tomorrow with another episode of Sunny Mornings in La Jolla.